Good morning to everyone, to all of our listeners in Dominica. Thank you, Dennis Joseph. I also thank you, Curtis Tong. You have made my work this morning much easier with your thorough explanation of the general side of insurance. So therefore, I'll use this opportunity to update everyone on what has been happening with Sagicor, while I will also speak to some aspects of life insurance and medical insurance. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Sagicor Financial Corporation and the entire Sagicor Group, we would like to extend our heartfelt sympathy to the Dominican community after suffering loss, whether it's to their property or loss of life. Upon learning of this crisis and what happened in Dominica, our company mobilized and put plans into action to assist where possible. We were able to get shipments in from territories such as St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, Grenada, St. Vincent, and our CEO also approved $500,000 as a relief fund for the Caribbean, obviously with a large portion of this being allocated to Dominica. And as we speak, our efforts are ongoing. We have begun working with registered NGOs who will be coming to Dominica to provide some assistance to the general public. We have great love for our Caribbean families across the region, and we must thank all of our teams and supporters across the region for agreeing to assist our Dominican family. We acknowledge that this is definitely a difficult situation, and we know that our policyholders have prepared for a situation like this by paying the premiums and committing to the promise that we have told them we will be here when you need us. Just as Curtis Tong said, it is our pleasure to pay out claims once they are submitted. This is why we are in business. With respect to our general side of insurance, which is property and casualty, to date, we have received 178 property claims, and as we speak, we are working to address these claims. We currently have 20 individuals on the ground who are visiting these claimants so that we can start the process. If you do have a claim and you are a policyholder of Sagicor, we ask that you come into our offices, either at Wilshire Services, which is located opposite Charlo's Supermarket, or at the Whitchurch Agency to file your claim. And these offices open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. However, if you are not able to come into the office because we understand that there are challenges on the island, we are free and available to accept your claims via WhatsApp. So I will give you my cell phone number so that you can personally contact me about any claim that you have. It is 275-6605 or 615-7914. In terms of the claims process, we got a lot of information about it from Curtis Tong, but with our company, just to let you know how it's done. You contact us, let us know about the claim so that we can start getting someone to visit you. Take pictures, as many pictures as you can, of the damage that you have suffered. Number 3, try, if possible, to keep your property secured if possible. We don't expect you to go on your roof and nail those boards back in, but if you're able to put a tarpaulin to sustain it for some time, we encourage you to do so. Also, if you are covered for contents, we ask that you do not throw them away, but you secure them on the side so that we can inspect them when we come in. We also advise you to get an assessor to quantify your damage. Now, our company does not have any preferred assessor, so it is up to you as a policyholder to choose someone of your choice and let them assess that damage. Once that is done, you will be visited by what we call a loss adjuster, who will basically come in to speak to you about the damage, assess the property, look at the report of the assessor, and then negotiate with you in terms of the settlement. Once that settlement amount is agreed upon between you and the loss adjuster, we will have a check to you within 10 working days. So this is the process for the general side of our business. To date, we estimate that we to date, we have a reserve of $100 million for the general side of claims. However, that's a figure that could rise as time goes on, because we anticipate that there may be more claims coming in, and then every claim will be different from the other claim. Because, for example, I, as a house owner, may only claim for my house. You have someone else who is claiming for their business, the infrastructure. Then you have the other aspect of it, which is what we call business income. If you are covered for business income, that means for the time that your business is non-operational, we are obliged to pay you some sort of compensation. So insurance, as you can see, is very, very important. At times like this is when we come in to help you to get back to the state that you were. And we are not running from our obligation. We are here, and we will remain here until we satisfy all our clients' claims. Sagicor also has a very robust reinsurance program in place. And for the general public, in simple terms, it's basically the company behind us that is going to assist us to pay out our claims. So it's not a matter of worrying that we might go bankrupt or worrying that we might close shop. That will not happen. Most of our insurance companies in Dominica, I should say all, have reinsurers in place, and it's required by law. So you have no worries about our insurance industry. We have our backup plans to ensure that we meet our commitments to our clients. In terms of our life side of our business, because Sagicor also focuses on life insurance, medical insurance. To date, we have received 0 claims for life insurance as a result of the passing of Hurricane Maria. However, we are unable to determine if there will be any claims until we have seen the published death list. I do hope that we do not have as many claims on the life side as we have on the property. In terms of our medical insurance, we are operating as normal. So if anyone is covered by us for medical insurance and they have any medical conditions or any medical claims, they are free to come into our office, submit those claims, and we will pay out the benefits as normal. And that extends to our entire health portfolio. So similarly, if you do have a medical condition and you need to be airlifted out of Dominica, our plan is still operational and will cover you for that. To our Dominican family and friends, Sagicor is by your side, and we also stand alongside our other industry partners. As you heard from Curtis Tong, we are in this together. Right now, it's not a Sagicor thing, it's not a Nagico thing, it's not a First Domestic thing. It is the insurance industry coming together, holding hands, so that we can honor the commitments and the obligations that we have to the public. We want to assure you that we will remain in office for the foreseeable future. We will not hide, we will not run. We have taken the premiums of our policyholders in return of a promise that we will pay when the time comes, and now is the time that you will see that insurance is here for you. So we ask that you be patient with us, because Curtis Tong spoke about it. This is not a normal situation. We have a lot of challenges that we are working with, and we are doing our best to meet our obligations within those challenges. Speaking about the loss adjusters, under normal circumstances, the report from the loss adjuster would come in within 24 to 48 hours. That's normal circumstances. But as he rightly said, we have telecommunication going up and down at no fault of anyone, access to the properties, then you have access to us. So you can expect that there will be a little delay. So we're just asking the public to be patient with us. We will do our best to expedite things to the best of our ability within the circumstances of our surroundings. We also want to thank our policyholders for having faith in us, for having paid those premiums for so many years, and that we will do our best to show them that their payments to us were not in vain, and we will deliver upon our promise.
This question, it comes up every now and then. It's about a month, it's getting on to a month since Maria, Hurricane Maria. Is there a deadline, a cutoff date for claims?
That's a very good question. It's not normal circumstances, as we said earlier. And in our meeting yesterday, this is something that was asked at some point. And from the standpoint of the industry, I believe, a cutoff date for claims will not apply during this period. Because we have to understand that we have persons in the outskirts of the city and everything happens in the city. So we are not going to force persons to find themselves in danger just to submit a claim within this time frame. We are understanding and we are working with our clients to deliver on our promise. And as I mentioned earlier, if you cannot come in office, we are accessible via WhatsApp. We are open. My telephone number is out there to the public, so we are as open as possible given the circumstances to assist our clients. And I know Curtis and myself, we're not running anywhere, as I mentioned. We are going to deliver on our promises to our clients.
So just that people understand this well. If you claim 60 days after Maria, is that okay?
I mean, case by case. I'm not going to say a blanket policy, but it will be analyzed on a case by case basis.
Thank you.